Have you ever wondered if being too nice means being passive? In today's video, we will explore a fascinating parable about a wise man and a serpent, teaching us a profound lesson about balance and self-defense. Get ready to discover how true peace requires wisdom and firmness. The true difference between being nice and being peaceful, the wise man and the serpent. In a small village, there was a constant state of fear. The villagers were tormented by a black serpent, whose bite, although not lethal, brought weeks of sickness and pain. This torment caused physical suffering for the villagers and created an atmosphere of despair and anguish. When spring arrived, bringing the promise of renewal, a wise man known for his annual pilgrimages visited the village. He was a figure of serenity and compassion, whose words carried the wisdom of the ancients. Upon hearing about the serpent problem, the wise man listened to the villagers patiently, capturing every detail of their suffering and fear. They then sought out the serpent. On a clear and peaceful morning, the wise man ventured into the field where the serpent usually appeared. He sat on a large rock, closed his eyes, and began to sing softly, in a state of peace. Slowly, the black serpent emerged, attracted by the calm and benevolent energy of the wise man. Its body gleamed in the sunlight, a mystical contrast against the lush greenery. The wise man opened his eyes and, with a voice full of kindness and firmness, spoke to the serpent. "Dear serpent, why do you bring so much suffering to this village? Do you not see that your venom causes pain and fear? Why do you not live in peace without harming others?" The serpent, surprised by the gentle tone of the wise man, replied with a hiss that echoed through the field. "I do not wish to cause suffering. I defend myself because I feel there is no other choice. But if you promise that the villagers will not harm me, I promise not to attack them anymore." With a serene smile, the wise man assured the serpent that the villagers would leave it in peace. Convinced, the serpent kept its promise and stopped attacking. The village returned to a peaceful routine, without the constant fear of the serpent. However, a year later, the wise man returned and found the serpent in a pitiful state. Its scales were broken, its body weakened and injured. Distressed, the wise man asked what had happened. "Since I stopped attacking, the villagers started tormenting me. They threw stones, hit me with sticks, knowing I would not retaliate. Now I am here, suffering and powerless." The wise man felt a great weight on his heart. He had asked the serpent to be peaceful but failed to teach it to defend itself. He knelt beside the serpent and said tenderly, "My friend, I made a mistake. Being peaceful does not mean accepting abuse. There is a big difference between living in peace and being passive. You have the right to defend yourself, to set boundaries without harming others." The serpent, now understanding the true message, promised that it would maintain its peace but also defend its integrity. When the villagers noticed this change, they began to respect it. They realized that the serpent would not attack without reason but also would not allow itself to be mistreated. The villagers, seeing the serpent stand tall again, began to reflect on their actions. They realized that true peace is only achieved when there is mutual respect. The village, once marked by fear and pain, transformed into a place of harmony and understanding. This story teaches us that being peaceful is not the same as being passive. True peace requires wisdom and the ability to set healthy boundaries. We need to learn to defend ourselves without resorting to aggression, keeping our dignity and integrity intact. In our lives, we often confuse peace with passivity, accepting difficult situations without reacting for fear of being seen as aggressive. The parable shows us that it is possible to be peaceful and firm at the same time, living in harmony without sacrificing our well-being. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. Matthew 5 verse 9. Jesus teaches us that peacemakers are blessed, but being a peacemaker does not mean being a martyr of injustices. We must seek peace with courage, setting healthy boundaries and protecting our hearts and souls from the negativities that surround us. It is through this balance that we truly reflect God's light in our actions. Now, join us to strengthen a chain of positivity and abundance in our lives. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to not miss any inspiring content. Let's transform our days and spread good energies together. May God bless you, and we hope to see you again in the next video.